could do Germany, and then I can say, Yamia Domino, a year. And when she TV Joshua, a free move. These three issues, and never a free hole anyway. Say, we and come out when you want, Mr. Sobashana, was share a dear movie. Say, and yet they were needing money via Adiasa. That, watching I remember different interview when you bet your one when you're data now with me and they are sharing. But say, when you want to share my own be and you be and share. Now, into me and one, especially on Nkoma, Yedi. Casalu Trot, Mario.
Anama. Okodia.
Yami, I don't know about.
And that's it. Say, Yama, dear good crime, Yamfa, Didikai, Asida, Emmanuel. I don't know the order you like to go. I mean, chair, Ashafuna, Nayenda, say that's a thing called. The baby sound say, Anichin, na Kofi. Last week, you said your story now. Water region. Yes, me woman that got them water region. I don't know if you heard the story.
Whoa.
Yes. And my friend, I'm saying, I'm the one speaking. The one saying, so Trot is dead and lying in the gutter water region. I'm saying, that story was sending me right down. So, usually, my banner and quan. Yen in the everything I any quan. Na, yeah, but it told me, young boy said, yeah, and name my quan and I don't know if you understand my language.
Yeah. It takes some grace.
It takes some grace. And the grace, we are doing what the grace wants us to do. But I did. But I didn't say essential. I didn't check and say, come on, yeah, or share me. Well, if we have to some of my pennies or so, one say discussion. And far home, see the data. They are far home right there. And you're going, but I so say. And then you go find the one to say, go ship. Your first come first say. Last come first six. I never got it. All right. Okay, I know her. You are a woman. You are going something. I said, it's a machine to no. I will walk a sea. I've not been fine since Sunday.
TB winner.
Telling you, I've not been fine. I've not been fine. I mean, the relationship between myself and Prophet TB Joshua is deep. It's very deep.
But it's news to me.
Yes, it's news to everybody. Except those who are close to me, who knows. Yes, but TB Joshua is one man that I adore. I mean, if you follow my conversation very well, anybody who rises to attack him and his ministry, I come to tell the person, if you've not been to where somebody is, don't say what you don't know. That's what Mecca said. TB Joshua's death. Some of our colleagues said he was not from God. May he so rest in peace. That evangelist will be one of the short prophets. Your car said, Afrifa, we will say Afrifa.
And you picture a camera.
Titia, Obasempa, friend, Drew, evangelist Drew, you know. Also, one of the preachers, Okasa Makwame Okot. And also, suffer you tell me that I know we are children. I say we are children. I mean, all of them came to speak very evil about Prophet TB Joshua, that he's not from God. God has not called him. He sent me to a person. Now he's dead and gone. Kofi, no credit say. God uses individuals, not group. When you call an individual, then the individual has the blueprint. Then we invite others. Sunday. It was a sad day for me because the demise of senior Prophet TB Joshua, there was no sense. Kofi, there was no sense. On the 5th, in Yachimata Forest, it's a self-designed place of worship. It's on what you are developing, and as you are into media, did you see the quality of the video? And the trees, the quality of the sound. Or your Zoom meeting. How many people have been given rights into COVID recovery medical centers to do Zoom, pray for patients, and discharge the patients? Check the whole world. Have you seen the screens? You are into media. Have you seen the screens of TB Joshua when he's ministry? And you see the miracle in India, where TB Joshua is praying for people who are on oxygen and are taking off oxygen and being discharged by the power of God. If anybody confronted demons, people have gone to hospital because they are chewing foam. Foam. Obi addiction. They are chewing of foam. He didn't chew the whole world hospital. He goes to TB Joshua's end and it's a demonic attack and it's rebuked and the person is gone. I'm asking myself, if God uses individuals, I can't challenge God. I said this on Sunday. That if Jesus Christ was my brother, he wouldn't die at 33 because of ministry. Because I wanted him to be more. But if God has called TB Joshua, just because the time is up, I won't challenge God. But who can step in the shoes of TB? The wise men, the wise women, he has trained a lot of people, I agree. But what TB Joshua carries, what he carries, nobody has it. Nobody should brag. Everybody, Suleiman's ministry, Chris ministry, everybody's ministry, Duncan's ministry, they are unique ministry God gave to you. My ministry is unique. You can copy me, but you can't be where I am. But the death of TB Joshua is the biggest blow, unless you are a hypocrite.
The biggest blow
to the world. In the ministry of even the Muslims. TB Joshua was not just for Christians. Oh. If you check the ministry of prophet, senior prophet TB Joshua, it's not a ministry for a Christopher. TB Joshua was feeding people who were not even in the faith. Ghana, where we are, what we're going to experience, I don't know. I don't even have to say it. I don't know if it will continue. There are things that Kofi TV is not just you. So Kofi TV have Mark, have the Kofi, have a lot of people. All of us are part of Kofi TV. But there are people who will never decide or will not stop watching Kofi TV because of you. There are people who will donate. The items you brought to my foundation, I didn't know the person. They gave it because it's you. We're not for the counselor. So there are people that donate directly, support directly the synagogue because of TB Joshua. Personally, as an individual. So he's going. It's a big blow to the world. Some presidents in this world of ours can't sleep. TB Joshua, me as a clinician, obi a me a go hospital, me nim nyama bia science in a chest say where the base. People were sleeping with nebulizers. People had to sleep with machines. TB Joshua is the only person or the person I have witnessed defying the odds of clinical protocols and discharging people from the usage of things. I mean, and the style of TB Joshua, if you watch it, it's like a joke. And the humor of the man. If you meet the humor, the laughter, the jokes, the way he is. We've lost a man that only God, and I can't challenge him, I keep saying it. He knows I can't. It's only God that can bring us somebody similar like TB Joshua. You know, we have prophets who just prophesy. But TB Joshua, if I saw first any preacher that was preaching, that his message was being, there's a term we use it in communication. Or preacher, yeah, true. Your friend is saying, it's a way, or casa, na yeah, true, or casa, it was only TB Joshua. Any preacher. Any Facebook there, or casa, true. TB Joshua, and who is first, or you see that software. Preacher, or to be preaching at Tunibo, or share Bible. I mean, tourism, religious tourism. When are they back first? Nigeria. Say people will go to the synagogue because they be a dino. But a lumpo, Ghana for him, Ghana for top plane ticket. Make catch say Nigeria flight aircon, and you need business. Majority of the people here who Ghana for Moko. Don't you have history of big Ghanaians who have gone to go and see TB? I mean, If people go cry and got main building now, you appear. So the death of TB Joshua Kofi is a big blow to the world. Unless hypocrites. And those of you who didn't like TB Joshua, well, Sasa, Monkori. Na yale fu ekuo, kwesiada. Yale fu kwesiada nkrofo, nkrofo ko ho. Hon mo betna ko tena ho. Na o onumehia day. The whole betna we talk 7 days no ehia nkrofo. Hon nkrofo ehia nkrofo di nkomo. Thursday meeting nkrofo di nkomo. TB Joshua wo no eye shock. Me kasa na ma jojo. Obi abewu, but I am so sad. I'm encouraging myself that it is the Lord who has taken Prophet TB Joshua. But senior Prophet TB Joshua, I can't say rest in peace. You know why? I say rest well. It's painful. It's painful. It's painful. Who TB Joshua was. Who TB Joshua was.
To say I true, if you say onya stroke, if you say otehwa no koye, if you say you didn't fly a cry, if you say no so for obinya stroke and yet no so for onya stroke na at no hospital. Theories be brave. What do you know?
TB Joshua, you can't fly from Ghana as a clinically ill person to TB Joshua's place without your medical report. So TB Joshua was not anybody who was against medical practice. No. Nobody. You can be sick here and you think you can fly to Nigeria. When you get there, your clinical report from the hospital is very essential to the synagogue. Very, very essential. So he believes so much that he believes so much in the health sector. He believes so much that he wants even to build an ultra-modern hospital with land, everything ready. The loss of this man, I can't put details, but if TB Joshua had stroke, has he not healed people who have stroke and they are walking? Why am I?
Yeah.
He's not the God of men. TB Joshua is a man of God. He's not the God of man or the God for men. There are two different things. We have three categories. We have man of God. We have God of man. And we have God for men. And in all of them, the two are very dangerous. God for man. God for men. Very dangerous. The one that keeps you going is man of God. And that is why some people like us, me, I'm not powerful. I just have a powerful God. That's why I'm still alive. I can die with stroke. You know why? I was telling a friend that Kofi, if I finish this interview and tomorrow morning they tell you I have stroke, will you be shocked?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why you'll be shocked?
Because
But if I finish this interview and I have mouth stroke or have stroke and I can't walk, one of the people that will never deny it, my sisters will not deny it. My wife first, my wife will just say yes, I deserve it. My aide will say yes, I deserve it. My sisters will say, my father will say, even my mother in the grave will say it. You know why? Because at my resting time, Kofi, you know me, you've called me 1 o'clock before that, I say, I've never in my life slept before 3 a.m. before. As for Sunday, I don't sleep at all. Sunday to Monday mean that. And that's how the ministry work is. There are some things that you can only get it in a particular hour. There are 3 times in the world that power exchanges power. 12 midnight, 3 a.m. How do you sleep? So when people are insulting men of God, I say, you're careful. Because for us to stand, they're easy. So it's a man of God in your stroke, money. Africa be who and what they call kidney problem, money, ye tell your indigestion. So all the clinical challenges are we are prone to have it. So if TB Joshua is having mouth stroke or have any mental issue or any clinical issue, every hospital in the world, there are areas that if it's not TB Joshua, they don't have hospitals in the world. So if he's sick and you are alleging he's sick, so what? That he can't heal himself? And so, if God's time is the best for you and is calling you, who? If God cares that after this show I should die on the staircase, who will be there?
That's already good.
The church of God will stand. But here is the issue. I'm sorry. The church of God is for God. But the issue is that God uses men to run the church. And there are people that will only see the ministry of Jesus because of what he does. And God will constantly, I won't say this anywhere, and it doesn't mean I'm disrespecting any other person who will come to Kofi TV. But I said from the beginning, when you sit, there are some people that even when you sit and you don't talk, they will come and stay till you leave. Because they see you as Kofi. And so, when Kofi is not there, it doesn't mean Kofi TV is not there. But when Kofi is not there, we can lose viewership. And won't get them again. Because they're looking for Kofi. It's not a cult or fellowship. The synagogue will not die. The relocation that is happening on Springtest, yes, it won't die. I mean, it won't. TB Joshua was not a god, but carried the power of God and had a God who, through TB Joshua, your faith is built. So the synagogue church will have a shaking, like what happened this Sunday. That the church, for the first time, even when the disaster happened, the church was not closed. But for this time, for the first time in the history of the church, it was closed. For the first time in the history of the church. Sorry, the wise men are still working. But you know one of the funny things? When you are operating in your spiritual father or the general overseer or the one whose unction you are operating on, your support, you know, is inside there. His support behind you is different. Anytime the wise men are operating and TB Joshua walks in, their operational level changes unless you are in the flesh. I mean, people getting healing through TV sets. It was TB Joshua's time that it started. Before Chris healing, before he came. So the church will not collapse because it's the church of God. But I foresee people who through Senior Prophet TB Joshua are seeing the handiwork of God to reduce their impact. You know how the anointing water of TB Joshua made its way in Ghana? Yeah. People were buying the water crazy. People can call me and they are buying the water. When they don't get the water, somebody just flies to the place. Because it came to a time that the water was not coming unless you go. People will go there. When you go there, they don't sell. You have money to buy anointing water from TB Joshua's place. But each individual is supposed to get 1 or 2 maximum. And the thing was not about the money. It was about what he was doing. And what it was doing for people. It was by the faith, but we have too much connection to him because his understanding with the things of God made us have that link with him. So the church of God will not die. But definitely the effects of the demise of Senior Prophet TB Joshua will definitely affect the ministry.
For you didn't come out, I had not mind because of the topic and then no be an TB Joshua didn't the old Obitia Nigeria for Abiana, what you know, say, or Tia 70 Tina,
Sorry.
me, many kakra. But to our next topic, yeah, share Abnakoko, aka Abakoko. Ohwana or the list aba. Ohwa university or corner or one where the ja, and you can buy a no school post, you know, be in a drew near and Tiasia. A chiani mamma didn't she movie by any who say, oh, okay, or bipolar. I feel the old one or the list about. And now we are me. And now this one has Jimmy. And now they have Jimmy. Listen to it. You know what was I did you one hour? And is there a way around it? Cancer literature, someone about psychology. I should there I've been that is one side of him. Imagine I was asking. Cancer.
I don't know. Okay.